Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. So this has kind of been on my heart for a while now. This has been something that I've wanted to start. I keep putting it off, keep putting it off. And finally I was like, you know what? There is a need in my industry for a YouTube channel completely dedicated to not just girl bossing, but to our industry in particular. I am a full-time girl boss. This is something that I do full-time. Also on this channel, I plan on taking lots of journeys, going to different places, showing you behind the scenes, while also speaking to other leaders in this industry, especially other female entrepreneurs. The first thing that I want to speak to you about today is a rising tide lifts all the boats in the harbor. Truly, nothing makes me happier than seeing other women support other women, and that is ultimately why we are all here. We need to develop an understanding that we are not in competition with each other. Her success does not diminish your success. We should all be incredibly generous with our platform, which is one reason I'm so excited about this channel and talking to other leaders in this industry. For those of you that don't know, my name is Miranda, and I am what our industry refers to as a party princess. So what does that mean? Well, that basically means that I do birthday parties and events dressed up as a princess or a pirate or a fairy or a superhero or anything else that you can magically come up with. Insert here. And I have been in this industry for going on 9 years. And because I have so much experience and background in this industry, I've really tried to be a positive light and to be positive to others who especially are just starting out. And one of the biggest things is I get asked a lot of questions over like all sorts of crazy stuff all the time. With that said, I decided that I should just start a YouTube channel dedicated to what we do, along with also, girl bossing, because that's what we are. And even though I know so much about this industry, I do not consider myself a master. I do not know everything. I am a firm believer that once you master something, you stop learning and you stop growing. So I am literally here to go on this roller coaster with you. And I am so incredibly excited for this. I know that this has been something that I've told a handful of people, and for those people who know about it, I know are really, really excited and have been waiting for me to jump on this horse and go with it. So here we go, we're gonna jump into it. Just like the title says, we are talking today about how to turn your hobby into a career. So first bullet point is to start focusing on the things that matter to you. Let your creativity shine because it is a part of who you are. Embrace that side of you so that you can share it with everyone. Number 2, face the facts and just accept that you're good at this. If this is something that you are truly passionate about, then you're going to succeed. If you put the time and energy into this, then you're gonna do well. And guess what? You're gonna get better at it. And you're gonna do a really good job. So why not try to make it the main focus of the fact that you wanna turn this into a career? Sure, side hustles are great, but so is being your own boss. Start putting the time and energy into your art. One of the biggest problems that I have for me personally, and something that I have really tried to get over and get through, is being a yes man. We have to learn to say no to things so that we can move on with our careers and we can do bigger and better things. The moment that you say yes to one thing, you are ultimately saying no to another. Take time and put it into your industry and work on it. Practice doesn't exactly make perfect, but it does make the precision a lot better. Oh my gosh, this one is so important. Stop reading the reviews on your life. This was one of the biggest bullet points that anyone ever gave me in my actual career. I am such a harsh critic of myself. which is fine. Constantly focusing on the negative and focusing on those reviews of your life are going to be constantly bringing you down. So if you, for example, sell something on Etsy, stop reading your negative reviews. Just stop reading reviews. Like, just stop it. There is an enormous difference between destructive criticism and constructive criticism. Trust me, you definitely know the difference. And when you ask for that constructive criticism, you're welcoming it, and that is perfectly fine, and that is okay. And you should be accepting of that, because constructive criticism is how we grow, it's how we get better. Having that constructive criticism and not only figuring out what was best for me, but also figuring out what was best for my performers as well. Number 5, you have to learn to develop a pretty thick skin. And that just doesn't come on the side of criticism. This comes on the side of just being a business owner. Owning a business is hard. Like, it's hard. You have to learn how to be a professional and a business leader, and a good portion of that means taking a step back and literally creating this almost kind of like this persona for yourself. This is your business professional self. This person has a thick skin. You can't take everything personally. I personally started when I was 19. Anything that got thrown at me, I took very personally. This is your literal brainchild. And so anything that comes after that and hurts that and tries to Pac-Man it's scary. My next bullet point is accept that you did your best work, and that was the ultimate best job that you could do. Again, we are our harshest critics. We are so tough on ourselves, and that's okay. What you produce in 2019 is going to be totally, completely different than what you develop and produce in 2023. Which leads me to another bullet point that kind of circles back to that same thing. Be proud of where you have come from. Sometimes it is so incredibly difficult to look back at old photographs, Lord knows, insert here picture of first starting out, to where we are now, here. You see this hot mess? I'm so proud of that, because it made me the entrepreneur and the girl boss that I am today. And you may have started off on kind of rocky ground, but it made you the girl boss that you are. Here's one that I find so incredibly important. Collab with other professionals in your industry. This one has been insanely huge for me, and I will tell you why. Working with other girl bosses who love what we do and are just as passionate about it as I am, literally mind-blowing. The first time that I ever interacted with someone else who also owned a business, it was so intense. And that is truly something that you can't experience until you work with someone who has the same kind of ideals and mindset and kind of vision that you also have being a boss, and seeing it from a different angle, because they understand what you're going through. They understand what it takes to build a company from the ground up. They understand that you just spent 7 hours trying to restyle a wig, or pinning a costume into place, or dealing with broken props and costumes the day of an event. Not to mention what you can learn from other people in this industry. I did not get where I am today because I started a company by myself. I have so many amazing girlfriends because of this industry. Getting to see how they act under pressure is just so humbling for me personally. And I just want to throw out the fact here that if I had not been open to collaborating with another company, I wouldn't have met my husband. So next, be open to failure. So you did your best and it still went completely south. That's okay. No, I'm serious. That's okay. Failing makes us stronger. Failing makes us who we are. If I did not have a business that had failed, I never would have grown from that. My very, very last point kind of ties back to collaboration. We have to remember that a candle does not lose anything by lighting another candle. I am literally here to help you guys grow and discover your true potential as an entrepreneur and a woman in business So I hope that you enjoyed this. So keep on shining bright. I hope that you come back to see more, and I kind of hope that you'll click the subscribe button down below and join us for more adventures and princess things, and of course become a part of my princess pod. All right, that's about it, and thanks for tuning in. Bye guys.